Hello and welcome to my base race build episode for base race April. That's what it was, wasn't it? Yes, of course it was. Right, okay, I'm looking at my my spaceship build here, just to orient everybody to see where I've built. This is, of course, the village. And hopefully, if I turn around, you will see my rather tiny build. I got a little bit carried away. Yes, sorry this is a little late. It's taken me quite some time. But yes, this is my build for the peace theme. It is a VW combi van from the 1970s. A time of the peace movement and all things groovy. So, yep, there it is. Rather a big build. I don't know why I do these things to myself. But yes, let's hop over here and I shall show you side by side. No, that doesn't make sense. I will show you each side of what I've got at the moment. Yes, apologies for being a little bit late, and also apologies because it is in fact a work in progress still. Yeah, as you can see, I've in my Batty's coordinates at the top there, 108 days, Minecraft days. I've been working on this thing. Well, I suppose no, because some of that will be the race, but yeah, we know how many-ish days that is. Okay, so there we are, that's the side of it. There's quite a few of the things used here. Let me see, what do we got? In the design, I've got the 3 Lapis Blocks in the flower centres. What else? Oh, the butterfly heads are 2 of the paintings. There's one there. And one up there, using a couple of the paintings up. Obviously there's glass everywhere. Sorry, my mouse is a bit spinny. That's usually the case, especially when the world is loading. What else have we got? Oh yes, in the design there, in the middle of that flower is my slime block, right in the front there. In the wheels, we have one token dirt block. I have used dirt all over the place, but mainly in hidden areas. So that is my overtly visible dirt block for everybody to see that I have definitely used dirt. And here I've got some of my diorite, so that's the 1 block used, plus I've used so much diorite, practically all of it. And here I've got my, whatchamacallits, the unpolished andesite. And some cobble, obviously in the form here of cobble walls, making the hubcaps. I thought that gave a nice little rounded effect on the hubcaps. There we go, there's the slime block. A rainbow, of course. I think all of these things had a rainbow painted on them, didn't they? Right, I'll just run over here to show you the front, because it being so large you can't see if you're too close. There we go, that's the front aspect of it, with the peace sign. The light blue glass panes are used. 10 of them are in the headlamps, and the surround is some of the polished, no, all of the polished. Is it all of it? I can't remember. Some of it. But anyway, no, it's not quite all of it, of the polished diorite. And in the centre of the flower up there, the pansy flower, is the hay bale, which I thought worked quite well. Okay, so that's the front. They're the 2 sides that are complete, pretty much. Yeah, I think I could call those complete. Then we go around to this side, and unfortunately I ran out of time of getting all of the... Let's again move away slightly so you can see all of the patterning on it. So this side is still waiting for its paint job. It's still down the shop. I don't think the hippies that would have painted these wagons would have been taking them down the shop. They would have been lovingly doing it themselves, wouldn't they? Okay, so there we go. That's the front driver's door over in the UK here. And the opening to the interior. So let's go on inside. I've left us a little borrower's entrance. Oh, I've had a ditch all the way around here. I did that on the first day, and that has been so successful in keeping the mobs down. Okay, and up we go into the land of the giants. Oops, let's eat. And I'll show you quickly what we've got in here. Okay, so this is the bed area. and I think there's somebody sleeping there at the moment because the curtain's down. The curtain is using gravel and the vines, and at the top the curtain pole has got the 2 melons up there. Now we've got the bookcases. This is a beaded handle for a divan drawer to pull out, because obviously in these things, like when you're camping in caravans, every little bit of space is used. So yeah, that's where those went. Over here we have a fish tank, and it did have quite a few fish originally, but the one goldfish left ate all the others, and it's huge. So there you go, there's the goldfish, and if I pillar up just slightly, oops, not on a torch, you will see that also there is a little treasure chest that people tend to put in their fish tanks, made out of the 2 cauldrons. There are leaf blocks here which do weird things to the water, but I've left one visible there, so you can see I have used a leaf block, used many of them in there. And on top I've got the lily pads. You'll see those in a few minutes when I go up a bit. Let's do this one first. This is a basket, Indian style basket I thought, using all the pistons to keep all the knickknacks and the fish food. Not that this fish, Dudley, I think we call him Dudley after Harry Potter's cousin. He always seems to eat everything. Yeah, he doesn't eat a lot of fish food because he's not needed it so far. Okay, and here of course you have to have a 70s style ghetto blaster, complete with jukebox. So yeah, that's using up the polished andesite, the last of the polished diorite, and more cobble obviously. Oh yes, and the stone. The frontage here uses up all of the stone, and the last 2 remaining bits are in the handle up there. Okay, and I don't think there's any other used blocks, but I'll show you up here anyway, because I kind of like this effect. There, the cobble walls make nice little buttons for the cassette player, and the cassette just pops down in there. Because of course you didn't have CDs in those days. This is old technology. This is my day. I grew up in the 70s and the 60s. Right, anything else can I show you here? Obviously drawers using 2 types of wood. I've used loads of wood as you can see, so that's all accounted for. The sand and the gravel. Tons of gravel up there of course. Okay, let's go on up. Again, a little borrower's route. I'm sure all of you know of the borrowers. Can't remember who wrote it, but woo, this is always an adventure. There we go. Right, next to the bed, because obviously this guy's having his snooze in there at the moment, we've got a 70s style little notebook, and I had one just like this with little corners. They were pretend leather corners, and a label on that was speckled white and well, it was white with speckled black on it, just like that, and a little pot with a pencil in it, because this is a creative soul sleeping in here, and you should always have a notebook and pen beside you, because that's when you get your best ideas, isn't it? When you're sleepy. Okay, so this uses this all of the birch between that and the picture frame. I think that's his old dad, that he has his picture just to remind him of home. Okay, sand. This is like the vinyl inside that cars always had. In the 70s, it was kind of mottled and light coloured and rather icky, but I thought that was in keeping, and it made it quite easy to, well, I say easy, easier to build these walls, because I just went along the top and dropped it. So yeah, that helped. And I've got a rainbowy skylight, because I thought this is the groovy 70s, and there aren't a lot of colours in here, even though actually browns and greens and oranges seem to be the colour of the 70s for the interiors, even though they were into psychedelic colours. Okay, what else to show? Lily pads, there we go, there's the lily pads. You can see inside the fish tank. This fish goes everywhere that this guy goes, so he gets to see the world. Okay, I think that's most of the blocks that I had to use. I'm trying to think if there's anything I haven't mentioned. Just looking at my list very quickly. No, I can't see anything. I will show you the unfinished section as well at the back. I've got to put all the patterning on this side. Ooh, come on, speed up, and jump, yay! The number of times I've fallen in this build, I've died many times. Because it's rather high. I don't know why I do it to myself, I always have these big high builds, don't I? Yeah, let's get down here. And, oh yes, the underside, this is my work area. And of course I had to bring Bouncer over. This is the genuine article, this is Bouncer, I left over at the village. I've fenced him in because he's rather poorly. Apparently you can't heal rabbits, and he took a few nasty falls on our day out together. So I've kept him safe in there, and I've fed him carrots. He's got his own little carrot patch, so he's been happy. And he's bounced madly every time I've gone anywhere near him. And yep, this is the back. Incomplete, as you can see. I have in fact virtually run out of the orange stuff, whatever it's called, acacia wood. But I'm thinking I will have enough once I get the patterning in this side. Obviously I'll be removing quite a bit of the wood from there, which should hopefully fill the gaps in this one, because this obviously is going to have designs on. Ouch. I knew that was going to happen eventually. Hello, guy. Yeah, so that is it, I believe. As you can see, I'll just show you the inside workings just very quickly, because I need to keep this video short. This is what I've had to do, because we have no opaque coloured blocks really, apart from the wood. So I've had to put in an opaque block behind every different colour of glass. So it's been quite a task trying to get the patterning in without breaking too many of the glass panes as well, glass blocks. So yeah, that is my build. That is my piece. It kind of just struck me that the peace movement, the hippie scene, I had to do it. And the reason it's so big is because I wanted the letters to look like hand-drawn letters rather than very Minecrafty style straight letters. Oh, hello. And they this was the smallest size I could do them, so the van had to match. So yeah, there we go. I hope you let's kill this guy and then I can sign off in peace. In peace, ha ha ha. Oh, and he gave me the boots. I could have done with a helmet actually. It's a helmet that I'm missing. Are they? Wow, look at those boots. Depth Strider. I've never had Depth Strider boots, so thank you. Okay then, so I will get this build finished because I've actually loved doing it. It's been so much fun, and designing the van shape itself was took a lot of time, but was a lot of fun to do. And I'm pretty pleased with it. I think it looks quite a bit like an old V-Dubs combi van. So yep, that is peace for April. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this, seeing my, yes, rather extraordinarily large build. And I shall see you next time. Bye!